If you look at it, what we will do, the structure is I'll just give a small talk about my journey, or I'll show you a couple of apps. And right now it's 502. We'll try to finish it by 5015 or 5020. Then we'll open it for any questions. And that's where I plan. But please feel free to interject and ask me any questions where you think, okay, you did not get it. So, so vibe coding, if it's not a new task, just that the name actually got coined last year. I'll just pull out the exact tweet. In case you are not following this person I consider him my god, Andres Karpathy. He was part of OpenAI, then Tesla. Now he's actually educating everyone on the concept of vibe coding. So it was on February 3rd, and what he did was he started coding and he created a app for himself. And just what I want to put your focus on, so that he also made a tweet on this Feb 6. Don't miss that. This is a video. This Karpathy coined it in Feb 03. So it's only 1 year if you look at it. And now we are sitting in February 7. So it's 1 year, 4 days. This word has been coined. But people have the code was generated by AI. If you look at it, there was GitHub Copilot where GitHub guys, the AI was used mostly machine learning, not generative AI, to complete the codes and all. But what happened after this AI revolution? A lot of wrapper companies like Cursor, Replit, Lovable, they started building the apps where you can directly go create your app, create your code and submit it. And one other thing I want to tell you here is because if you look at it, this AI, why code we are advancing more than the normal words and all. You can actually unmute and let's make it a discussion. My question is, why code is getting AIfied or maybe intelligent more easier to write code than writing other aspects of just like science or something. Code is actually, if you look at it, we are doing much progressing at a higher state to achieving the intelligence. Any reason why? More intelligent, faster than the normal. Because if you look at it, codes are written very structurally. So if by historically all the codes, they have a certain structure. This is how we start, this is how we end, this is how we. So there is a structural element to the code. So that's the reason what happened is, if you look at it, the codes, they are becoming much more intelligent, faster. And if you look at it, what a code Opus 4.5, which has done, which got released in the month of December, people are telling that with that we have actually reached code AGI. What is code AGI? Code AGI is something like people can now use code to write software, end-to-end software, which can actually economically replace a person. So which is actually happening. For example, if you look at the release of maybe Codex app from OpenAI, or if you look at Cloud Coworker, the one which actually tanked all the software companies of India, that the release of Cloud Coworker with legal skills. So those were actually 100% written by AI. So what we are seeing is a very big advancement of AI. So me being a I would rather compare myself as a small tinkerer. I just tinker around. Okay, make a small HTML app or something. I can see a very vast difference. Earlier, I used to interact with all those coding stuff, coding thing. There were a lot of errors. The logic was the AI never used to give me the right code. I used to do lot of iteration to get the right code. But for example, this polling thing which you would have opened during the last 2 days, I created it using Opus 4.5. That time 4.6 was not released, and it actually in a single shot gave me the right answer. So they are becoming very intelligent. They are actually thinking a lot better than the last. So with that, I'll just take you through a series of just to make it a little structured. The way I see it, I've already spoken about, even though it was getting done in GitHub Copilot in 2019, since before 2025, but the term got coined in 2025, Feb 3rd, where we focus on the what aspect, what we want to build, rather than how. And and it's much more about our vibe. How do we think this system can think? Okay, where do the logic reside? In case we need to collect the data, then we have to choose a platform. Let the platform decide which database they want to use. A little bit of that vibe instinct is required. Vibe as in, okay, this software should be looking like this. This should have this architecture, something like that. So yeah, three stages of evolution, if you can say. If I think most of you are getting started. So the way my evolution has come, I have done some basic coding. Basic coding is basically doing some HTML pages with scripts, uh, or HTML pages with scripts which resides differently in a Node.js. I'll show you one application. So let's go to that application only. Our group where on a daily basis we go to this Excel. We go to so it's a very time consuming task. We actually first find out our name, go to the date, and actually record our what we have done for that date. So this was a fitness app, and this is our morning ritual. So everybody who is part of that WhatsApp group, and I'm so thankful I'm part of this group because it has got me into a habit of walking or doing a gym. So in case you are in NCR, and in case you want to pick up some good habit, join this group. So what I did, it's a very basic app. I went to Google Gemini. I have a pro subscription for that. I just said, okay, I have this Excel sheet, and can you build a very small app so that I can actually go every day and and do that easily. So it actually in a single shot, Google Gemini 3 Pro is quite in a single shot. It actually built this app where if you open this app, automatically the date has been selected. You just have to go select your name and select your name and just tap your activity. So that's where that's a small app, and this I would say is a very small app. And I did some enhancement. Okay, let's see a group leaderboard. I'm showing the group leaderboard to just do some bragging that how regular I am. Hopefully, it should. So look, here I am. That's basic vibe coding. So mostly the tools would be any canvas. I'll just show you. Gemini. Google, you go to Gemini, you select canvas, and you can actually create a quizzing app for XIMB. So what it will do is it will actually create a quizzing application. You can actually share this application with the people. So it creates this application. So automatically it creates this quizzing application, XIMB quizzing application. It will find the related question about XIMB. So you just have to have the idea, give it to the app. It's in the canvas mode. It will actually do the configuration itself. It will write its own script. It will write its own this. So this is an app which got built. XIMB Quiz Master, test your knowledge, history, campus, marketing, start quiz. So this is something like it created a page. I can share it in case you want to share it with the team or here link copied. Let me share it. Where do I zoom? And so if you look at it, you just have to tell what the software are very fast. So right now there is another app called Opal that is also Gemini. You can actually do all this, define your workflow in case you are building any. So that's also you can create your Gemini James, which are specific app. You can actually James. You go to James in case you have. I have a so you can create your own app using Gemini James. So these are some basic apps you can make. So in case you want to upgrade yourself to try something bigger, where you can actually do something like build. Let me build an app where I will okay describe your idea. So build an app where I enter a company and the app pulls all the latest news about that company and the sentiment in the market. So what it will do is it will create an app with an AI in it as well. So you build it. So it will take some, I think this is a little bit a complicated app, so it will take its own time, and it will so you can actually build. So if you look at it, these are app which actually goes and does anything. It actually doesn't pull the data and record it. So one recording app which I showed you was my fitness app, where you get the data and put it in a very local Google Drive. So that's the reason I'm using Google Script, because it's within Google. So I collect it using Google Script, take the data, put it in the Google, that's the Google Drive which I showed you. So all this architecture element, you have to actually learn about it so that you can actually work efficiently on that. So that's one big thing. Then agentic platforms, something like which I wanted to, you guys are very much interested. So this is the Bolt agentic platform. So look what I told to get started to build this. So create a site similar to Mentimeter where I can ask poll to the participants, provision for word cloud, vote, or the first version. So that's my, so the fact that I've told it Mentimeter actually gave it a very good requirement. So now the app knows, okay, I have to go to Mentimeter to understand that app, and it says, okay, the user wants. So I'm a lazy person. That's the reason I did that. In case, in case you have some idea you want to do that, my 2 cents is simplify it. I will tell you a good place called yep.com. Are you aware of it? Yep.ai. So it has all the latest AI models in it. So what you can do is you can choose the best model, like 4.6. It already has the 4.6 Cloud Opus. Just tell that I want to build app, an app in Bolt. My requirement is something like a Mentimeter. Can you write an efficient prompt? So I'm telling you a very lazy way of working so that you become quite faster while doing this. So what it will do is 4.6 is very smart. That app is very smart. So what it will do is it will go study Mentimeter. It will tell you, okay, we can put this thing as well. So this would have actually given me a better app. I did not do that because 4.6 was not released. It has only, if you look at it, it has Sonnet 4.5. It had Opus. Okay, 4.46 has come today. Your app would have been a better app had I done it today. So yeah, so what it does, will go back to the Yup. So Yup is free. So it will actually 4.6. It will write your prompt. You just have to copy paste this prompt and put it in the thing. And once you put it, you publish. So the thing here is you need a little bit of credit. It is quoted in the website. So I have both Replit, I have both Bolt, because it's very addictive. Once you know that you can build any app, that's the power of that's the power don't want to lose. So anything that comes in my mind, even in the middle of the night, I could go to a Replit in case if that, because I came here because we needed a database which needed a server. Otherwise, we could have easily done it, but our database we have to set up, and I don't know how to set up databases, how to set up network, how to set up security, because it is now reaching you. And so tomorrow's what happens if somebody uses this website to get into your laptop? So I wanted to create a very secured link. That's the reason I used Vibe and Bolt. So it all depends how you it's a thing. So in case you want a database, then I would highly recommend that you. So I built. So if you ask my journey, it started. I built a lot of random website, lot of random websites. You go to techsamba.com. That's my website. Something like I built my own Wordle because I'm very much fond of playing Wordle. That's one every day. I've been playing it for the last 1500 days. So you know how crazy it is. So in case I want to play a Wordle, I just go. I created my own platform to create the Wordle. This is a very tough application because Wordle, it gives options, and there are of 5-letter words, and there are around 55,000. The dictionary is 50,000. 55,000 words, which are 5-letter valid English 5-letter word. So there are 55,000 of five. So I told there is a script which runs, and so it has only two files. It has only one file, one big HTML file, and one script which has all the 55. It's a very loaded HTML, and there is a app called Netlify. You can actually host your app in Netlify. It's one click host. You can host it, and your app will be up and running. So these are basic apps. So what I'm trying to do is I've already done some bit of basic coding, already done some bit of agentic platform. Professional IDE, I've tried my hands on with playground, also with not with playground, but this anti-gravity. And the thing here is, I need a laptop, a fast laptop for that, because that's my New Year resolution that I by end of this year I need to be an expert in cursor IDEs. IDEs are basically terminals. It's not that easy like a Bolt or a Replit. You actually go up. Put up a terminal, you write your codes in the terminal, and so there are many things I need to learn. I need to learn cloud code. That's my resolution, cloud code. Then we have Codex app from OpenAI. So these are some ideas where you can actually do a very extensive. You need to connect. You need to do a lot of highly engineering stuff. That's the reason I'm a little bit not comfortable, because this laptop belongs to my organization, and I just don't want to spoil this laptop by doing this all these things and not knowing, because it's a lot of experiments. So if you ask me, I'm somewhere in this agentic platform and vibe coding. I'm pushing towards professional ID, but I'm total fool out here. So that's where I am. And copy paste era, I've already told about stage one. I've already told about stage two. Stage three, I'll try to do. Now let's come. Uh, so basically, if you look at it, a little bit of mastery is required, especially when you are designing the architecture. Are you collecting data? In case you are collecting data, where do you plan to store? In case you plan to store a SQL, then SQL database, a proper database, then go to the coding platform. But remember, those coding platforms, they are not mature enough for, I think, 300. We can do it. You can do it for prototype. 5-10 people come and do it. But I shared it because I knew, okay, 50 people will max to max 50-60 people will be joining in. But can this app be exposed to 100 people accessing at a single time? I think Lovable won't be able, sorry, Bolt will not be able to handle that. In that case, I should have gone to IDE. So all this constraint has to be taken care of. And pro tip, ask, go to Yup, ask the AI, okay, I'm planning to do this. Where do I need to build it out? Do I need to build it out in Bolt? Ask AI. In case AI says, okay, build it out in Bolt, then build it. Otherwise, so also you can actually do that outsourcing to AI as well. Then mind shift is, yeah, always keep on thinking. And remember, the app will be made in 1 minute, but majority of a 90% is you testing that app and doing all this recurring. So if you look at it, I built the app. If you look at it, this app on the polling, I built it. How much? In within 5 minutes it got built, but I took 2 hours because I kept on testing it. First time I tested, okay, I need this functionality. So the more you sit, the more you test it out, the more better it becomes. So it requires a little bit of a cognitive ability of understanding your business processes so that you can develop a better app. And always try to have the MVP first, minimal viable first. Don't boil the ocean. What you need, just tell it, then all the additional can come later. So build it stage by stage. So I'm going to give you, there are two courses, 4 courses. I think you should take this. Vibe Coding 101 with Replit, I've taken it, and Build with Andrew. And this one also I've taken it. So this two actually tells you, in case you are working in a Replit or a Bolt, what are the steps we should be taking. So I can just pass on that. They only tell, okay, because they commit at different stages. So you can always fall back to the previous stage. So it develops a code, then there is a stage here. Then then you get an error. You can always fall back to that earlier stage, then start rebuilding. So they have those functionality as well. So I'll be sharing this PPT with all of you. And yeah, so if you look at it, stage one, we manually host it. Either we host it through our HTML pages or Netlify, which I showed you, or GitHub pages. Replit, they have instant built-in. Then Cursor Professional, we need AWS, which I don't know. Complexity very low, medium, high. So if you look at it, I'm total zero here. My year-end resolution is at least little bit of proficiency in stage three. Then this is for learning snippets, even prototyping. I would say that you can use HTML for prototyping with scripts and all. Then this one is also rapid prototyping and small case, just like the polling thing which I did today. Then the stage three is production with proper security and all. So yeah, the future, I think I have seen is considerable growth in the intelligence of the coding platform with Opus 4.6 and all. Now it will be only your imagination which will limit you. If you have something, it will definitely get done. Just ask AI; it will actually give you the right path of doing it. And yeah, Mm. So it will be a sort of a vibe economy, XIMB advantage. You do have the XIMB advantage, and you know the business acumen. So now nothing can stop you in your career if you learn all this. Thank you. I'm batch of 2003, quite old, huh? When I passed out, neither Facebook was there, neither Twitter was there. So I'm that old, huh? Thank you. With that, I just stopped my presentation. I showed you all the 4 or 5 apps which I built, the logic and all. So with that, I'll just stop sharing and be. We just completed 30 minutes. So any questions you have? Yeah.
Hi, Shubhankar. Ravindra here from
Hey,
2011 batch.
thank God. Still 8 years. Tell me.
Very nice session. I enjoyed it a lot.
Hmm.
And one, very deep question. Do you want to build applications? Is that the objective that you have, or you're trying to solve some problems for which you thought that building applications as a skill would really help?
We are shortening. So you are in part of which industry? So that will help me answer it in a
I am
which
into
part.
the banking and financial services
So
industry.
super.
And let me also share the reason why I'm asking this question because I am working on a couple of problem statements in the entrepreneurship area.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I always feel that, I have lost my coding skills because initially, 20, 25 years back, I used to build those applications, in anti-money laundering, core banking, insurance and stuff. So I used to do big things. Right now, I don't have those skills. And I feel that if I'm building some applications or trying to solve a problem in a particular area, I would need those applications. So can I build them or do I need to hire talent to build them? So that's why I asked you.
So, if your function requires, uh, because you are not going to build it by hand, you will give it to somebody who is going to build it. Maybe give it to a TCS or Infosys or any services provider. But what it actually helps you is now you can actually vision out and tell the teams what you want to build. Earlier, what used to happen, you go, okay, I want to build an application. Then the Infosys, there was a business analyst in Infosys. They used to draw in Figma or whatever they used to come. Now, those are not the limitation right now. Now you have actually entered into their territory. You know what you need. That's one. In case you feel okay, it's an internal app, I need to show it to my team and all. You can build it yourself. Because you don't need that technical skills right now. And in case it's an external application, I think you have to go through your IT route. I think I would not recommend you building something which is non-compliant with your organization. But the fact of the matter is, right now, coding is not a limitation with now, and nobody can fool you in this. That would be buying. So
Right.
don't ever, because I've seen a lot of tweets where one of the tweet was by one Indian guy who was a Facebook 10th employee of Facebook. I saw it a couple of days back. In case I find it, I'll share it with the group. He says, after working with Opus 4.6, I was just thinking, what was I doing for the last 25 years? Okay. He just wrote it. He said, I feel so
Right.
useless. Maybe I'll go and do some cycling or something. Because right now, learning the coding skills is not important, but learning the architecture. And you told that okay, you have been coding, so I'm sure you'll be quite conversant with the architecture. Okay, okay, this should be the thing, because that's what I'm a metallurgist. Then I did my MBA in finance, and I could not find a job. That's the reason IT is the last refuge of the engineer. So being an engineer, I got a first job in IT. So I don't have any coding. Just that I have a eagerness to learn about coding and all. But I'm also learning. Okay, how do that vibe? Okay, how do I actually design it? That you should have it. That's a skill. So we
Thank
had
you.
also four questions, but before that, anybody here they want to ask the question, I'll be able to answer.
Thank you,
Otherwise,
Shobhit.
otherwise we can go back to the question I captured in the pool. Vibe coding essentially turned me into a technical who can ship microservices. This creates a friction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a actually I know this is the most asked question and this is the most answered question as well. I would actually recommend one podcast, Lenny's newsletter. Just I'll just type it here. This one, huh? So this YouTube actually answers your question. It's actually 1 hour 44 minutes. Just if you are very eager to know what's happening, you should actually learn. Where do I post it? Mhm. So what the reason I'm telling you is this person. First of all, who is this person? Mark Andreessen.
Netscape co-founder, right? This guy
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. He's the guy because of whom we all are doing our job. So you could see that internet can be seen through not through terminals but through Netscape. So he invented the browser. Netscape. Okay, and then later on, he actually, by hostile Microsoft actually killed his product. He started his own venture firm. His venture firm is one of the stakeholders of Tesla, Facebook, Twitter. So, and you name any big companies, he has the seed funding into it. So he sees the future. So what he says, so I'm not saying because I'm not an expert, there will be a conflict between a product manager, a designer, and a developer. He compares it with that you have seen those Mexican movies where each one has their gun to each other, just like there was an Indian movie, which one was Kante, where all were standing in the circle and pointing gun to each other. One person loses the concentration, gets the bullet. So it's that condition because what AI has done it is it has actually leveled the field. What he says that who wins? Basically, the person who has deep competency in that one area. So, if you are a designer, if you are a developer, if you are because AI makes you three of them. It makes you a developer, it makes you a designer, it makes you a product manager. But if you have a deep understanding in one area, then your job survives. So the thing here is this friction will come because this is a big change which is happening not only in IT industry, even if you look at it in Hollywood also there is the friction between a writer and a director and an actor. Now the director says, I don't need a writer, I don't need a actor. AI will write it and the AI will make an actor out of it. I can create some character and all. So everyone thinks that they are the hero out here in this AI movie. Who wins? Who has a deep competency, at least in one area, has mastery in one area, and because the other two areas, AI can help him. But the person who will not survive is basically the generalist who says that they're product manager, but they don't do any product management, just PowerPoint and all. So those are the greatest risk. So hopefully that answered. Just listen to this. Huh? I'm just doing. Just listen to this, Mark Anderson, and he is a guru, and I would rather say that follow him as well. Now the second one, I just answered it. This is I coded it. Huh? I'm so happy to use the functionality which I built. Is it possible to successfully generate desired outputs with vibe coding without getting into learning? Yeah, yeah. I just showed you. Hopefully that would have answered. But learning basics is you have to have the vibe. It's not about basics, vibe about okay, how do you want that app to build like and how what do you want? Have that clarity in your mind. In case you don't have the clarity, talk to an AI, get that clarity, and then get started. It's absolutely, you can just get started. You'll learn all the way. Then how vibe coding is going to change the life of a product manager working in a bank? Absolutely. You can actually create your own design, create your own products, create your own simulation software, create your own ways of if then else sort of scenarios and all. So it all depends on you. I think a lot can be done. And I'm not a perfect person, okay, about a product manager of a bank because most of the life I've been with SAP only, doing a very generalist job. So maybe just ask 4.6. Ask, oh, because in terms of knowledge, I strongly, in case I want to have some additional knowledge, I strongly go to this. Or you have something, you just put this. What I would do, okay. I'm a very lazy person, so I'll go to Perplexity Pro. If you have this, you have Airtel account. So Airtel guys have free Perplexity access for. So what you can do is just ask and create a report research and deep research, and I'll send you this research in case. So you can also do it. This is So Perplexity, the reason I opened Perplexity, they announced that yesterday that they have actually upgraded that research, and it is one of those market leading research where very less hallucination happens. So right now, yeah, just do it, get deep into this research activity because so yeah, so I'll just give that answer to you. Sorry, I'm using AI to answer you. Huh? Then Shubhankar, would the session be of small entrepreneurs? Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, if you are a small entrepreneur, just build any app, front-ending app, and all. Absolutely, nothing like it. You can build your own ERP system. So look what happened. Claude Coworker releases some small legal plugins. I think Cognizant and all they dropped by 10-15%. So the butterfly effect. Some small functionality increased by Claude in America, and the markets fell down in India. So that's the impact you can say. Most vibe coding are currently free. That yeah, connect me. I'll connect you to a person who can give you some very discounted price. And what I would say is invest because end of the day, this is the way the world is going. If you want to keep updated, I would say yeah. So yeah, I'll share you. Yeah, I will that differentiate long term than the yeah. As this platform starts charging in the future, do you see sustainability of buying? The end of the day, you have to actually invest somewhere. You have to invest. You have to create because you are creating your own IP. So, for example, this interactive platform, I'll show you my admin page. So, I've created this session. Going forward, I'll create similar session and start doing my own. This so I've created similar sort of a thing which will help me run these sessions in a way. So you're creating your own IP and you should be paying for it in case you have your own website, in case you have your own thing. So yeah, I would rather suggest that. Then what are the other thing? Let me open. What will differentiate that survival and that won't? Definitely, usability. The reason why people use Facebook than MySpace. 2007's Facebook, MySpace were at the same level. MySpace was more. The fact that Facebook, a lot of people used and MySpace UI sucked. So it came down. So it's your usability, how well you are able to promote it. Are people finding value? End of the people will come to your website if they find value. If it is of the sort of a, if they don't find value, they'll not come. So it all depends on your effort in kind of inculcating that website. How would product managers adapt to that shift? Even I'm learning. So stage one, stage two, stage three. Stage three is critical. There is a Andre Karpathy tweet. He tweeted in January. So I'm big follower of Andre Karpathy. Anything that he tweets or something, I spend my time reading and analyzing it. So he actually did a wonderful tweet about in January, I think, Feb. My fancy. He actually talks about. I'll share the tweet. where he talks about what are the skills that he should be learning in terms of all those to get the security and all. So he has a list. I'll share that link with all of you. So that more or less finishes my session right on time, 45. Any questions? Just let me know. I
Hey,
was a little fast.
Shubhankar, good evening. I had a question.
Yeah, Rishabh.
So I was wondering if it is any advantages to kind of diversify across services as compared to sticking to a single service. For example, I have been a huge ChatGPT guy for a few years now. Do you think it would be advantageous for me to start diversifying my queries and my workflow across different services such as Gemini and Bolt and Replit, as you mentioned, instead of just sticking to ChatGPT and just trusting in it?
So one, it all depends. For example, if you look at it, you have to divide it because there is moat is the feature of each service. Suppose I want any career guidance, or I want to create something for LinkedIn, I go to my ChatGPT because it knows my writing pattern, it knows where I come from, it knows what is my personal preference. So I have blocked all my personal thing to ChatGPT. That's the reason I've not opened it. Otherwise, you guys would have seen what type of a person, creepy person I am. So that's why I'm not opening it. So that's where. For actually professional, what I am doing is I'm using different platforms, Replit and all, because professional, I'm not bothered. Whatever it is, it is. But in case you are using a platform, stick to it. It has this moat of your own memory. Try using that a lot. In case professionally also you want to build a moat, then I think any platform is good. Claude is good. Gemini is good. You do. I'm here just showing you my professional side. Personal
Right.
side, maybe over the beer we can actually I can open my chat GPT and we can discuss. So net don't change because the memory is the moat. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you so much.
Perfect. This is the Gemini new chat. This is for the person who asked, how do I learn about API? What I do is not this one. Go to tools. I use this guided learning. I think, this is one of the reason Coursera had to merge with Udemy because people are now using guided learning. I want to learn about API. So what it does is it's actually it actually stages by stage it will which path we should take. It will actually help you in learning more about API, and in case you want to go more technical, it will guide you there. So I think this can be a first step in case you want to learn more about it. Yeah. Great. Perfect. Great then. Aditi, all
Yes,
set, huh?
yes.
So all the best to you and to Team India. Hopefully, as to America, we should be winning.